What's going on, everyone? So welcome to my latest video. This is part of a series where I focus on the Academy Award Best Picture nominees of a said year and then rank them from worst to best. Done such years in the past such as 2000, 2001, 2002, and of course, you guys clicked on this video, so you know it. This time around, I'm focusing on the 2003 Academy Award Best Picture nominees and ranking them from worst to best. Now, similar to the years in the past, this is by no means a surprise, but there were 5 Best Picture nominees, so I'll be ranking them from 5 being the worst to 1 being the best, and of course, my humble opinion. I will definitely be looking forward to hearing your guys' thoughts on the nominees in terms of how you rank them. Definitely looking forward to that. But guys, enough exposition. Let's get started. So kicking things off with number 5, we have Biscuit. It's a fine movie. It's fine. It's well put together. Really good acting. Not much else to really say, to be honest. This is the weakest nominee in my personal opinion. That being said, I can definitely understand why some people might really like this movie, because I know, especially when it came out, it was a really crowd-pleasing movie, and I definitely understand and respect that. But for me, it just doesn't really have much of an impact on me, but I still think that it is a fine movie, and yeah, it's my number 5. Next up, my number 4, it is Master and Comedian, The Far Side of the World. I like this movie. Truthfully, I do need to revisit this film, especially since I'm planning to rank Peter Weir's films at some point. But I like this movie. Russell Crowe is great, per usual. It's got really good cinematography, excellent production design. It might be a bit too long, at least upon recollection, but it is still a really well-crafted film. And on top of that, I feel like this movie would have done even better and might have gotten sequels if it wasn't for, us having Pirates of the Caribbean the first entry. So I feel like, people were trying to choose between that or Pirates of the Caribbean, and a lot of people just went for Pirates of the Caribbean. But I still like Master Comedy. I think that it is a good film, and that's why it's my number 4. Next up, my number 3, we're getting into the movies that I own. My number 3 is Mystic River. Love this film. Absolutely love it. I think Clint Eastwood's directing is top-notch. Incredible acting. A mystery that unspools with ease, but at the same time, you just can't help but be invested by these characters. And I also think that full circle with the ending and just, man, what that reveals, I think personally it's so good. And I think that you just can't help but get caught up with these characters and the decisions that they make and the ripple effect that it has. It's a really, really well-crafted film. I really, really like this film. And that's why it's my number 3. Truthfully, my number 3 and 2, I was fighting back and forth between which I wanted to place at number 2 and which on number 3. But last minute, I decided, screw it, I'm going to put this as my number 2. And my number 2 is Lost in Translation. This is one of the better slice of life films out there. Truthfully, slice of life films are hit or miss, but I think Lost in Translation really taps into something that you don't really see too often. I think Sofia Coppola, this is definitely her best film. But what she is really able to encapsulate in terms of the screenplay is something to behold. I think that what's impressive is just how we see so many sequences that take place at night, and we rarely focus on characters that can't fall asleep or, like the things that they do if they can't fall asleep in that nightlife. And I think that Lost in Translation really tapped into that in a really intriguing way. Scarlett Johansson and Bill Murray, excellent chemistry, excellent performances, great dialogue, and that ending, it is still one of the most debated endings as to what they said, but my goodness, I love this film. Been itching for a rewatch, and honestly, I probably will not only rewatch this film, but also review it on my channel, because it does turn 20 this year, which is hard to believe, but yeah, it's 20 years old. But yeah, it's my number 2. Next up, my number 1, and I know if y'all have seen my Best Picture nominee other videos, you guys are like, oh, he's a fanboy, but look, I'm just the messenger in terms of the quality. And, my number 1, screw it, is The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Love this film. Love this film. For the longest time, this was actually my favorite film. It is not my favorite film any longer. It is, I would say, still my top 100. But sure, you can argue that there's like 10 different endings. I can accept that criticism. But besides that, this is a film that is epic. It's fantastic. It's got incredible action scenes. The action adventure just is oozing off of this film. But not only that, you just feel every single emotional moment. That sequence still at Mount Doom where Sam carries Frodo, oh my goodness, it hits every single time. Beautiful score, beautiful cinematography, visual effects that still to this day, in my opinion, have aged really gracefully. I love this film. I have yet to meet someone that didn't like Return of the King. This is a great film. There's a reason why it won 11 Academy Awards. I love this film, and that is why it's my number one. So I know that, Lord of the Rings took the top spot in terms of the last 3 years of 2001, 2002, 2003. But what can I say? They're very, very, very good films. But yeah, guys, those are my Best Picture nominees of 2003 ranked. Let me know your ranking of said films down below. And guys, once again, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget the subscription, notification bell, follow me down on Letterboxd, and I will catch you guys later.